Thank you. I am recording. I am recording. Okay. So nice to be here. So let's begin with a big, beautiful breath in. Our hand on our heart. Our hand on our heart. And a slow releasing exhale out. And again, coming into our joyful space together. Awesome. And just allowing yourself to arrive with all of your pieces that you've done this morning. Let them all come together in this moment with us together. So let me begin. What if I said to you, you could have it all. You could have it all. You can have the passion. You can have it all. You'd say, yeah, give it to me all. You can have all the joy, all the love, all the passion, and all the sadness, all the fears, all the worries, all of it. Yes to all of the polarities and the paradoxes of life. When we say yes to living our joyful passion, we say yes to life. We cannot say yes to, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be joyful, I'm going to have all the rosy stuff and none of the other stuff. That is not reality and that is not living. Life is full of paradox. Life is full of polarity. We are masculine, feminine. We are yin, we are yang. We are soft, we are hard. We are expansion and we are contraction. We are holy and we are human. We are all of this. This is life. It wasn't until I said yes to life that joyful passion came into my bones. Let me share with you a story of total paradox, total polarity, total on the other side of joy. It was about 11 years ago that I got the dreaded phone call from my mother. I knew she had been to the doctors. I knew she was having some scans. I knew all of that. And she said to me, Tos, I've got something to tell you. So I said, oh yeah, Mum, what is it? Yep. She said, take a seat. And I thought, oh, okay. I took a seat and these words landed. I have cancer. Boom. It's like someone literally grabbed my heart out of my body and threw it against the wall and it shattered. It's like, oh, you know that inhale, that shock, you go, oh. And then I went, no, that can't happen. That's not allowed in life. I and my family had already walked the journey of cancer. The journey of cancer with my father. So we knew what that journey looked like. Hospitals, chemo, doctors, suffering, like we had seen it all. So I was not a yes to that journey. I was not a yes to that journey at all. I felt like saying, hell no, God. You can give me everything else, but I am not doing this one again. This is not life. This is not how it is in this world. I've done my turn with cancer. I've done my turn with suffering. There's no more here. And that was not the case. When we say yes to life, we say yes to it all. We say yes to the journey. We are already on this road of life. So we either go, brakes on, no, or we go, yes, let me see where this is going to take me, even if I think I am not going to like it. So I took time away and I spent valuable time with my mother in the hospital room, in amidst the emotional storm. It felt like we were in the eye of the cyclone. There were doctors, there were nurses, they were talking about lymph nodes, they were talking about scar tissue, lymphedema, chemo, radiation, life, like it was on. And you can imagine that fear just sitting in the body, like you're just like pulsating and just feeling like you're suffocated with it. So every day in that hospital room and after, I met with Mum. We spoke, we laughed, we cried, we prayed, we sang, we became that moment in that time where we said yes to joy, yes to being here and now, connecting with each other, connecting in that joy, connecting in that love. Not denying, not suppressing, not saying, I can't feel this because this is just so overwhelming. It was yes to it all and yes to the joy. Moment by moment, the joy became like a path, like a light in the dark, so to speak. It became the medicine in that journey. It became something that we could hold on to and bring to the day. Whether it was with the laughter or the tears or the joy, whether it was with beautiful flowers, but finding and being the joy in the middle of that storm. So I came back after that experience, a changed woman with a changed trajectory, because I then had discovered something that I didn't need to deny myself the experience of joy, even in the midst of sadness and grief and pain. That I could say yes to it, that it was okay to go, we can laugh here, we can cry here, we can celebrate here, we can sing here. It is okay to have it all. And that journey with my mother changed my life. It allowed me to acknowledge that I can be who I want to be moment by moment. All I needed to do was to allow myself to feel it all. And it wasn't until I said yes to life, yes to it all. If you want passion and you want joy and you want that untamedness of it all, then it is yes to all. Let me draw something for you, because I used to think life was like this, that we went from point A to point B, something like this. Straight line, Go from school, go to uni, get a job, have a family, be happily married ever after. Like that was life. And eventually you come to the end of your life from point A to point B, whether it's linear or horizontal, but that type. And yet this is the reality of what I discovered. See this scribble, this random, wild, uncontrollable thing called life. It is messy. It is wild. It is all of that. It is yes to the joy and yes to the pain. It is yes as we pull out a divorce. Yes to a child, giving birth to a child and the joy of that. Yes to the sadness. Yes to the grief. Yes to death. And yes to life. Yes to passion, because we are in life. We are not observing life. We are not surviving life. We are the life. We are the passion that we bring to life. It is about being in both states and being able to flow. Learning how to be in the waves of life, those big, wonderful, bodacious waves that we go up, and also knowing how to be when we get smashed to the shore. I don't know if you've ever been smashed to the shore with a big wave. It's not very nice. You feel like you're in a tumble dryer being turned upside down and inside out. You don't know where you are. And sometimes that's life. Sometimes that is how we choose to be, in both, and learning how to weave our path through both states. I want to share with you a quote from Charles Swindon. And he says, life is 10% what happens to us, and 90% on how we respond to life. Woof! Ouch! Does that mean I can't blame my external environment? Does that mean I can't negate responsibility? Does that mean I can't escape it? It means that we create how we respond and how we want to be in this life. We have choices. And that is how it is. Our inner world, our inner landscape creates our outer world. If we bring joy, we bring our presence into our body, into our breath, into our life, then we can reflect and be the world out there. What is within is without. What is above is with below. It all comes back to us. How we choose to be. Whew. How we choose to take the responsibility of our life. How we choose to lead our life. And as I just mentioned, there are external environments that we feel like we have no control over. Absolutely. But how we meet ourselves in those times is pivotal. It is not about wishing, hoping, praying for a different life, escaping this life because we don't like it. because we're not happy with how life has come to us. It is about being fully here and fully present to it all, and then making the choices that align. If we don't like something, we know we can change it because it comes back to us. It is our inner landscape that brings out to the outer world. And so that is how I choose to live my life, untamed, joyful, and passionate. It does not mean I escape things. It means that I say yes, even if I don't like it, that I can go, yep, okay, I'm here now and I'm feeling it. I'm not denying the experience. I'm not escaping it. I'm not avoiding it, even if I don't like it, because there is power in feeling it. And when I feel it and I'm here, then I can be who I want to be. Many times we are not present. We think we are, but we're not present. We are being in a different reality. We are either living in the past and reliving our experiences of what someone said to us, of what trauma there was, of what kindergarten teacher, or what our mother or what our parent, you're not good enough, you'll never be smart enough, you'll never, all of those things. Or we could be projecting into the future. What if that happens? What if my husband leaves me? What happens if, my mother dies? What happens? What happens if I lose my job? What happens? And in both of those states, we're not present. We're not present to our life. We're not present to the joy and the passion of this experience. We are somewhere else. We're not here. We are choosing to let ourselves weave down that path. And I tell you, the majority of those times we go back or we go forward do not bring us back to our heart. They bring us back to our fear response, or they bring us back to a situation that does not bring us life. So my question is, you can have it all of it. Yes. Yes to living an untamed, joyful, passionate, wild, messy, crazy life. But you can't say yes to some and no to others. You say yes to it all. Because this life is the wand. This life is the wand. And we are the magic that we bring to life. If you want to change something, come in, work in your heart. Be present to your heart on how you are. Bring joy in, irrelevant of those circumstances. Be the magic and choose on how you are to be. Moment by moment by moment. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. And we are carving and creating our life, our joyful life. And that's how we do it. So thank you. Thank you so, so much for being a part of this conversation about living your untamed, messy, joyful life. I appreciate your energy, your presence of being here while I have done this TED-style talk. And now I would like to share with you some strategies on how we can be the joy, how we can say yes to joy. So there's a couple of little things that you can do every single day. So first of all, the first thing I do, bringing joy into your life is not a wishy-washy coincidental experience. It is an intentional experience. It is a state of being. So every day, as I sit to do my meditation and I bring myself into the day, I light a candle. I light a candle, signifying my light and my joy, reminding myself of who I am and who I want to be. I light a candle to ignite my light and the light for the world, what I bring to this world. As simple as that is, every morning I do that to mark the ritual of life. Simple. The next thing that I do is that I have this little practice called heart joy practice. And I use this often, especially when I have that sense of overwhelm coming in and I get lost in the external environment around me and it all goes, higgledy-piggledy. And I want to come back to my heart joy. I want to come back to my state of being. This is a little practice, very simple. You can teach your children, you can teach your friends. Okay, 5. So first of all, we push our feet down into the earth or onto the floor and we lift our head up. We slide our shoulders down and we come into this moment. We take a nice big breath in and a slow releasing breath out. And allow ourselves to arrive. Firstly, we notice in our environment 5 things that catch our vision. They might be things of color, they may be things of light, they may be wooden floors, they may be doors, they may be plants, they may be flowers, it may be your children. 5 things that you deliberately look at, counting the 5. And then we come in to ourselves and we notice and we hear 4 things: distant sounds and closer sounds, and we name them. The bird chirping, the traffic, the closing door, whatever it is, we name it. And I also want you to be aware of the sound of your own breath as you breathe in and out. Number 3, feeling 3 things. Feeling the floor beneath your feet as you push down with your feet. Feeling your bottom as you sit down and you release into your chair or the back of the chair. Feeling the warmth of your clothes. Feeling coolness on the skin. Noticing and feeling. Number 2, smelling. Noticing the smells in your environment. Are there flowers? Is there a smell of earth? A smell of deodorant? Smell of oil? Whatever it is, just simply noticing the smells. And number 1, we bring our hand on our heart and we take a nice big breath into our heart, all the way in, and we bring to mind now images of joy, images of gratitude, images of freedom, and let them flow into your being. They may be flowers, they may be your children, it may be your animals, it may even be yourself. Just allowing those beautiful images to arrive and bring you into this moment. And then we say to ourselves, I am here. I am present. I am that I am. I am here. I am present. I am that I am. And allow those words to sink into your being. Breathing in and out. And before we open up our eyes again, I invite you to put a smile on your mouth and a smile in your heart. And with your last glorious breath, open your glorious eyes. Beautiful. That is heart joy practice. That is commando style joyful practice. That is when you are sitting in the car. Maybe don't close your eyes though. That is when you're in a staff meeting. You think, oh my goodness. You go to the toilet and you use your heart joy practice. This is when you're having an argument or something with someone, or you're having something that you really feel yourself getting overwhelmed. Excuse me, I just need to go. Do your 4 or 5 minute heart joy practice and then come back and see how it is different for you. See how you come back with renewed joy and renewed presence to your being and who you are. So these are just 2 simple practices that I use with my clients and with my programs that I love. I also use, which is so powerful, movement. Movement helps to move things out of the body, connect us to our body, love our body, love this life, this body, this life. And one of the things I love to do is to move and breathe and pause and release. And I'm just going to do this very simply with you, but please, if you want to stand up and do this, you can. Ground through the feet and lift yourself up. So first of all, I take a nice big breath in, all the way up, and I hold the breath and I pause that breath. And I release all the way out, letting go. And again, and I invite you now to say with me, nice big breath in, and we can do one arm. I am here. I am present. I am that I am. Beautiful, everyone. Exhaling. Now, I invite you to say what you want for you. For example, nice big breath in. I am joy. I am presence. I am that I am. And you take that breath and you hold that breath and then you release it, spreading it out to the world. And you may not feel like you need joy at the moment. It might be more like peace or love or self-care, whatever it is, but do the same. I am love. I am here. I am present. Claiming what you want to bring to life, claiming who you are in life, and being the magic in your wand. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for your time, your energy, all of this. I appreciate you all, and I thank you for your energy and sharing this space with me. And I wish you the biggest, bodacious, joyful life you can ever have. Big love. Mwah.